introduce you.
Did somebody immediately watch it and then...
A lot about
Colton, get out of the camera!
nothing's in the South.
Hello, everyone.
No, Colton, seriously, get out of the camera.
That's some guy who doesn't believe in Yetis.
Did you get on, Dad?
No.
Because somebody immediately got on and like...
Okay.
Great, I'm sure they like hearing you say that.
But they're off now.
Excuse me, Reed.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry when I...
No, don't get that
Reporter
close.
Jim here.
Don't get that close.
Where's the
Guys,
door?
if you're idiots, you have to go upstairs to bed.
Reporter Jim here.
You can talk normally.
Not at all.
Don't be going showing off.
I know.
Turn up the volume a little bit.
Pretty. She
No,
is.
leave it where it is.
There's one person watching, I think.
She does.
Yeah, guys,
Hi.
stay back. Stay back.
Game will be
Don't,
starting
guys, don't.
momentarily.
Don't get that close. Stay back.
Reporter Jim here.
No, like, I mean, sit on the couch.
Where else?
Okay, I'm on time.
Ow. Ow. Adrian, guys. Being really rude.
I didn't mean to.
No, you clearly did.
Bill is on. Bill or something is it?
Where you at, brother?
Is it on? What? Okay, so currently, it's like commercial stuff, or it's just watching like FBI or whatever, the Phil stuff. So yeah, we're gonna be watching the basketball game shortly, maybe in 2 minutes. So if you like this video, put a thumbs down.
We're not open.
The game starts in 2 minutes.
I'm not here to eat. I'm
2
looking for
minutes,
someone. I
I'm
think he
told.
works here. Cade LaSalle.
Cade? God, I love that man. I gotta say,
Why
if
is
I didn't
this-
have a husband and 2 under 4 at home, I would throw myself at him like a schoolgirl on prom night. You a friend?
Brother.
Yeah, I see that now.
You know when he'll be in next?
Oh, Cade up and left end of summer? Must be 3 months now.
You leave a forwarding
So we're
address?
waiting until the game
He didn't
starts,
take it
but
home.
the game should
And
start
he still has the
momentarily.
cashier check in
Celtics
back
game.
office.
It should
can grab it if
start
you want
in...
Sure.
I don't know, it's like some sticky thing.
We'll be commentating the game and talking about the plays as they go by and
Tell
updating
him
you on the
Little
score
League
and the
is
time.
Will you?
And we'll be waiting until the game
The
starts.
time is
No, we mean the game clock. But actually, what time is it?
it's 8 o'clock.
Going to the game. Is this a game?
Yeah.
It should be going on after
The
this.
Sixers look
Yeah.
to keep the Sixers look to keep up
Yeah,
on
the
the
game
as
is
the
about
series
to
shifts
turn
back to
on.
a hostile TD
It's
garden.
8 o'clock
It's
right
winner,
now.
Go home.
Guys,
Next
don't go
on
out and check
TNT.
when you go.
Semifinals presented by Hulu.
Yep, the NBA game is on.
It is on.
It is the Celtics versus 76ers.
Final game.
Colton, I literally just said
Not
not
the final
to.
game.
Joel
If when the
1-3, but the 76ers won their last game, which was a home game.
Win in Boston, where Al Horford and the Celtics have been postseason perfect, 6-0, and can earn a 7th straight trip to the Eastern Conference Finals with a win.
Game started yet?
No.
just about.
Alright, we have any people watching it?
Yeah, we probably. Colton, don't check.
Sixers and Celtics.
Looks okay to check, just checking your own phone.
Evan McHale and Roz Gold on Woody coming up, and
yeah.
we welcome you to TNT
Except
NBA tip-off
that,
presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. It's good to be
Boston
back here
Celtics
from
versus
New York. I'm
76ers,
sorry, folks,
game
you
5
guys,
live.
that I didn't bring any hardware back from the Emmys, but I do want to shout out College Game Day, who beat us
So
in
right
one
now they're
category,
talking about the
and
game.
MLB postseason on Fox, which won the other category.
Yeah, and the game's on
And
TNT.
also nice going to Bob Lee of
Well, if they have it, they can watch it.
ESPN.
I'll give you my thoughts on the game.
ESPN game day,
Celtics are shutting it down tonight. Sixers are 1-point favorites according to Vegas. Looking like it's going to probably be a Celtics series. They're going to be done after 5 games. Moving on to meet the Cavs. But Philadelphia is favored right now. If Boston doesn't win tonight, I'm kind of worried about the series.
You know what? So
I feel like this is almost a must-win game for Boston.
Well, Casey was fantastic.
What do you think, Brayden?
Good conversation.
Well, they still, I think if they lose, if the 76ers pull out this game, they will, the 76ers will pull out game 6 at home, but I think the Celtics will still be able to pull out their road.
You got baby, that's why you ain't win. You got the. I didn't have Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant carrying me up and down the court. So why you the Hall of Fame? Because 25 MVP Chuck, because you Google me, Chuck. Google me, you see that? Google me. He's not that. This just started with him talking about Dwayne Casey and DeMar DeRozan, then he got all personal, man. I don't get personal. Oh, you got a little personal with him. You got a little personal. You got a little personal with him. You know what it
I'm
is?
here, Mr. Celtics fan.
Alright, so this is their first game back in Boston. Celtics won game 3 in Philly. And they're back at home now. A lot of rest. Feel like it's probably the Celtics game.
Long time because you're acting like everybody else. Me and Chuck is the
What do
older
you think?
brother. I'm the
Who's
younger
gonna win?
brother.
I didn't say you were going to. I didn't say there was anything was a fight. I just thought
clearly biased.
What about you guys? Anybody root for the Sixers?
No, I think
You say what he
Celtics
say, I say what I
because
say. We go in the back and eat Krispy Kreme.
Oh, I know.
We do. But I'll tell you, like the ceiling of a lot of the Sixers players is more talented. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are better players than the best player in the Celtics right now.
You know how this
If
show
you
works?
like,
It's
the
like, now we're going to
76ers
talk
are
about
calling that.
game 5.
Ernie, I got a bold prediction tonight.
I've got a,
I think
you know what, bet you're
I think
right.
Brad Stevens is the difference in the series right now.
If the Sixers win this
I mean,
game,
they won games 2 and 3 because they shut down. They just kept on letting Joel Embiid take shots in the paint. And
How many years have you heard
game
that?
4, they started doing slash and kick where Embiid took it in, and then they kicked it out for
Was a
3-pointers.
must-win.
I feel like that was a big difference. Ben Simmons, Celtics got to stay on Ben Simmons. They're going to make Ben Simmons shoot because he is a bad jump shooter, so he can't shoot from 15 feet away. So.
I truly believe that. When we lost 3-1 leads to Sixers, I knew in my heart, I would never say it publicly.
If the Celtics
When we lost to the
could
Raptors, there's a
yeah, the
game
Celtics are
that you got to win. Because it goes from,
Definitely.
we got this series
You
is
locking it
ours.
down?
They're not going to win.
Lock it down. Come on.
They're not going to win
Commit to
game
it.
6 and
Who's
5.
going to win?
And then by the time they get to
Well,
game
I don't know
7,
if they'll be
they're going to have so
Lock
much
it down. Come on,
momentum.
don't dance around it.
This
Make
is
it
going to
make
be
a
a
prediction.
wrap.
Who's
This is
going to
Oh,
win?
I already
I
said
like when you were earlier.
All right.
I love about this show. Chuck, me and you with big guys.
Anybody think any differently?
Kenny made points the other night. I wasn't
two
thinking
people on the Celtics team. I know you're
the way the Celtics are playing, they play great. They're upset that they're like,
Yeah.
they're
Two people
gonna
on the
come
team
out
are hurt.
guns blazing. They're gonna
Two people on your team or the
Sounds
Celtics?
good.
Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving?
You know the last time I
Yep,
told
they've been
you
hurt. They've been hurt. Kyrie Irving's been hurt since March, and
I told a friend this.
Gordon Hayward's been hurt. Oh, Mr. Endine told you that. That's good. That's a good gym teacher. He should be telling you how the Celtics do.
In game 5 was in Golden State. I say, man,
Yeah,
this is an all or nothing game. But that was difficult to I understand
Well, that's
that.
funny.
But that was their game.
I have on underwear
Draymond
if
came
you really
back
want to
in
know.
6, right?
It's just
Am I right?
And they lost on the road.
Yes.
it's stuck inside the shorts. I don't wear boxers. They're running shorts. Thank you. Thank you, though.
It's on their floor tonight.
I know what I'm blanket on me since I'm super wet.
Don't take my spot. Celtics are unbeaten at home. In this postseason, they're playing so much better at home than they go out.
I don't want to
Just go put your jammies on. In the game. Ernie, in a
I
one-game
still
thing.
get my spot. Who's winning? This is
He
why
hasn't started yet.
can you say my spot for CJ?
So the Boston Celtics are undefeated right now at home.
Opposite days.
6-0 during the playoffs. They have not lost a single home playoff.
Dude, keep running that spot back.
Obviously.
Don't
I hear
be
you. I just don't.
Don't
Well, let me ask
Can
you
you
a
say
question.
my
Let me
blanket
rephrase the question.
I'm
The Sixers win tonight. If the Sixers win tonight, I still think Boston will win. I don't think they're going to win 4 games in a row. I think that, one, Boston Celtics have not played well on the road throughout the whole playoffs. So to get one already is a big accomplishment. They do play different at home, much more enthusiasm, and they're going to make T.J. McConnell beat them again. And I don't know if he could do that. I don't think the way Ben Simmons and Embiid actually were under control last game. Not only that,
even in that
Cameron, give me some stats on the Celtics right now.
scenario,
I don't think of
Discipline versus undisciplined. Going with the discipline on the
without that all day. All day.
Boston very well disciplined. They've been like that all year. This is how they play. This is who they are.
It's going to be interesting to me tonight
It doesn't
how they're
start
going
for a
to
little
attack
bit.
TJ McConnell.
Game will
I
start
think it shocked them when they
momentarily.
started the last game, so you didn't have time to prep. But they've had 2 days off. They're going to say, what are we going to do to attack this little guy? Well, I think the one thing is, and who would have thought, Ken, I'll get you in a second,
There's a
who would have
light
thought, Ken,
on the
that playing
video.
the Game 5 of this series, we would be spending As he drove to the basket, they played him some pass. They didn't think he would be offensively aggressive. I guess they didn't see him in college play basketball. He was an aggressive player too. They didn't know who he was. So now they know who he is. Like the one thing about even rookies, I always say, when you go around the
So
first
we're waiting
time,
for the game to start.
nobody knows
Currently
who
it
you
is
are.
0-0.
And then the second time
The game
around,
has not yet
everybody got the scout
started.
report. And can you do it when the scout report? This is the playoff. The scout report is out. So you're gonna see aggressive runs to him when he drives. I agree. We're gonna see aggressive runs to him when he's spotting up, which you didn't see.
Trying to limit the damage he did, getting it to guys for points in the paint, which were overwhelmingly in Philadelphia's favor in Game 4. Do we have time for the Al Horford side? Because you've talked about the importance of Al Horford to what Boston's trying to get done here. Ross Gold on what he talked to him, not about what he's giving him on the court, but what he gives us in the locker room.
Well, usually the coverage started at 8. Tip-off's
Young
not
guys,
Yeah, I thought
they're always
it
talking
was
about explaining to us. So what are you
The coverage on TNT started at 8. But
I know.
actually-
I thought that the game started at 8.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
And a lot of the times for me,
It'll be
I
on
try to lead by example. For them, I just want them to, to just
Are we gonna
play
cut to some
free
shots in the
out
game?
there, not to have
No.
We
any
may.
pressure
The
on
game
themselves.
hasn't started yet, but I think that cutting the live shots of the game is a
Play
good
to
idea.
win.
Guaranteed he's getting more.
I don't know. Does anybody actually want to watch live shots of the
That's what
game?
he had in Game 4.
First of all, your leaders aren't always your best players.
I'm going to need you to come get.
I'm going to try to zoom out the camera real quick, so that way it's more
When I
clear.
watched
Like,
him play, I thought Derek Fisher was the guy who could talk to both of them and calm them down. That's to me what Al Horford is when I watch the Celtics play. And I said before this series, Al Horford is the most important player on the Celtics team. Now Tatum and Brown and Rozier are playing fantastic, but the one guy who's been to war, who's been up, down,
Did anybody see
down,
This Is America by Childish
and
Gambino?
got swept. He's been through some stuff.
Was D-Fish that guy? Could D-Fish talk to you and Kobe like that?
D-Fish and Brian Shaw.
Yep.
Because Brian Shaw was with me in Orlando. So Brian Shaw knew me. Derek Fish came into the Lakers situation with me.
Oh, we can definitely show commercials. That's totally legal, right?
Yeah, most of the time it was D-Fish.
Why wouldn't they let you see commercials? Taco Cat.
Be sure.
Taco Cat!
Adrian's Taco Cat. I need nicknames. Who's this kid?
Might want to Google
Come on, give me nicknames.
Oh, you trying
Yo,
to
check out that basketball, dude!
got personal with Kenny when you
Taco Cat. They want you to show commercials.
yeah, see?
Okay, Adrian, let's play basketball.
I missed you too.
Okay.
I missed
This
you too, Chuck. It's good to be back.
We didn't win, Ernie?
What?
We didn't win?
No, we didn't win. That's why I was congratulating you.
Okay, we're gonna make a three-pointer.
I don't think anybody can see that.
We're not. We're gonna put it. We could.
People that pay for commercials love to have their commercials shown.
Let's put it. No, we can't. Well, we could. That window right there. Which one? We might have to.
Well, unfortunately, we can't show the game because the guy whose stream this is keeps on getting in trouble for YouTube for actually streaming the game. So there'll be no live stream game.
Sorry.
Doxson will give you his commentary. Spotty, what do you think about the game so far? Don't take out the palm trees.
We're not starting.
Yes, you are. You're gonna knock down the glass vase. Don't take out the palm trees.
Okay, we're just gonna like do some dunks. Wait, can you move it? Let's do it
They
somewhere.
can't see it there. Colton will hold the basketball for you. Colton, hold the basketball. So if you like Jason Tatum, and you love the alley-oops that he got from
Okay, here
Terry
comes
Rozier during
Okay,
Game
he goes
3,
for the dunk.
you're gonna love this. Look at that windmill, Dr. J-esque. If you're a Sixers fan, you like Dr. J. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's good.
Look at that.
Curry.
See
Oh.
this kid? Same height as Allen Iverson if you're a Sixers fan. Just as good. just as good.
Made that too. Made all my Made it again.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Is that from deep?
Hey,
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird coming in.
Larry Bird never won one. I think you're thinking of D. Brown.
D Brown, we'll go with that.
Okay, here, try to make some 3-pointers. We're gonna make some 3-pointers.
Here's the place we grew up, and the pizza right fielder.
Yeah!
So where's the slice?
You threw a soccer ball in the basketball.
No one out pizzas the hut.
Yeah, no one out pieces the hut.
Security alerts. Oh, just sign up online and we'll alert you if we find your social security number on any one of thousands
like
of
this.
sites.
Looked like knee state funk dunk, but your right leg was down.
It's free. No way. Yes,
That's how you do it.
Would have been trouble.
Let's go.
What's your
Hey, yeah, Celtics. Celtics should win.
What's your Spudson?
Ooh.
Spuddy.
Everything okay? Being in the know is very good.
Over here. Okay, ready? Ready?
Know if your social security number is found on risky sites. Free from Discover. Discover new Dove Men Plus Care Foaming Body Wash.
Swish. What's your swish from back here? Back here. Oh, back here.
Pump, foam,
Oh, that would have made it if you would
new
have
Dove Men Plus Care Foaming Body Wash.
You moved me. What's this?
When you're back against the wall, you have to.
Okay, flip it. Flip it in the air. Just flip it in the air. No, not in the air.
This is the game right now.
Like,
No, just shoot it.
yeah.
Make it?
No.
Frederick Nunley, I agree. Let's go Celtics.
Whoops.
Let's go Frederick.
Yeah, let's go Celtics. Let's go Celtics. Shoot it. Let's go Larry Bird.
Larry's not playing.
Yeah,
He's in his
obviously.
back brace at 6 years old. Like, I mean, given the fact that all of our starters are pretty much injured, Larry Bird should probably still help, but still retired.
Here. Oh, that would have made it.
Okay,
Oh,
don't
look,
move
we
it.
got,
Don't move it.
we got Kevin McHale on the screen commentating. I feel like this is going to be a biased room. Brian Johnson. Big Johnson.
Okay, let me shoot.
Colin.
Put your put the paper here. Okay, I'm gonna take the 3-pointer.
Old-fashioned 80s kind of game. There's a lot of post-ups, a lot of paint points. Yeah, I had to stop power forward. I didn't know what to do.
Oh! 53-pointer!
That was so cool.
I think that was a travel. Wasn't dribbling.
What if I just dribble this up with
Teams
my
took the
foot?
floor. Looks like
Ready?
starting lineups have already been announced. Brad Stevens out there.
Oh, that was cool.
Here, I'm gonna hold the basketball.
The guy from Philadelphia that reminds me of a child molester. I think he might have a white band. They're showing you highlights of him. Ben Simmons out there. Joel Embiid's coming out. We got the mask on. Mask.
Free throws and points in the paint.
Swish right here.
Because he broke his orbital and elbowed in the face by Ben Simmons. I think it was by Ben Simmons. But he got elbowed in the face. So the orbital, the bone which is around the eyeball, broke. So he's wearing a mask. Joel Embiid, he's the center. Sixers number 21. Center of this
Kyrie,
team.
you have like a mask on.
Kyrie's out until Kyrie's been out since March, but he did wear a mask this year. He took it off because of the
Upstairs, and how about Jaylen Brown coming back from
because I don't want to wear a mask and he felt uncomfortable.
against Milwaukee in the first
And he felt as though it was going to keep
Okay,
him. Alright, time for tip-off. We got Eric Baines against Joel Embiid.
Let me move this.
Here we go. Oh! This is Embiid takes it. Sixers start out. We got JJ Redick bring the ball up the court.
Sixers control the opening tap. There is McConnell.
Takes it into the paint. Quick twos. Sixers up 2-0. Terry Rozier, the Dogs, very excited. Terry Rozier is good around the 3-point line. Braden, what's happening now?
Terry Rozier is kind of getting back off.
Out to Jaylen Brown. Brown takes it in for 2. Evens the score, 2-2.
Oh, come on, Spotty. Don't shoot that.
Embiid's going to do the paint. Oh! Hard foul, Jaylen Brown. Uncalled? Wow.
Is that us?
I think it's a foul. Let's stop throwing because the dog's barking.
Is the minutes that he's played.
Al Horford takes him to the paint for a quick 2.
I'm not even throwing it.
Missed it wide. Still 2-2. Simmons up to the guy who looks like the child molester. Takes him to the paint for an easy 2. I really don't know his name. I'm going to learn his name. I swear. I don't want to be insulted though. Do we know who this guy is?
I think his name is Joe Molester.
It might be Joe Molester.
Yeah.
That's fun. 4-4 Celtics. We got to find out who number 12's name is because he really looks like he should just done a ban. Ben Simmons in the paint for 2, 6'4", Philly. Get the.
Notice that
I gotta find out his last name.
around
It's
Joel
that
Embiid
mustache.
is
I can't respect it.
here tonight.
I mean, I wish I
So
could.
preoccupied with Joel Embiid that Sharp was able to get right to the basket. He has no vision of the ball whatsoever.
His Aaron Baines is like a very.
I don't know. That's not good.
Wait, why did they?
Because he broke his orbital of the bone. It's the. He broke his face around his eye. So it's kind of like pretty awesome that he's still off the
Did
line.
he make it?
Yeah, Celtics tied up 6-6. I didn't see him hit a shot. I think it was based on where they came back. I think it was Tucker Rozier.
I was trying to add a ball, but I couldn't get it.
3 out of 4 from the field on either side. And as these series go on, we see in every series as it plays out, the shooting percentage drops in both of these teams. We're in the 40% range in Game 4.
Oh yeah, the defense gets accustomed to seeing the players. You know the guy's best move. Tendencies come out, and the defense just
9 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first half.
Cameron, I don't know why you're red on that If you smell anything, it's fun.
Oh, and you're missing.
Rozier's taking it back up. Nice.
4 or 9 quarters.
He's taking it back.
Their home games against Milwaukee.
Oh, that's
Jaylen Brown takes it to the paint. Dancing to the paint, takes it out to Horford. Horford to Rozier. Rozier's back to the 3-point line against Simmons. And oh my goodness, that must have been a foul or something.
It was a foul.
Simmons called for the foul.
Yep, it was.
Nice. Get Simmons in foul trouble, but I don't know. I almost want Simmons. I want Simmons to stay in the game because the Celtics have been shutting him down in this series.
Celtics are 6-0 at home.
Basketball and a much different story shooting the basketball.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes. The Celtics play much better defense at home, and you know they get to run off their defense, they get steals. They're just more aggressive on the defense at home. It seems like.
And jumper by what's it, Brown?
D Brown?
8-6, Boston up.
Celtics are up by 2, but
Draws the foul.
Who's number 9? This is the guy that I think looks like owns the man.
Joe Molester.
Joe Molester, number 9. Who is
he
this?
just got fouled. Number 9, Philadelphia.
The typical Philly thing, can we get a
Shooting
three-pointer?
Oh, it's
He
Darius
just put his
Saric.
head down, ran into Baines, and said, "I'm really comfortable getting to the line to get myself going."
Ooh, don't make it, don't make it, don't make it.
25 points for Darius. He was perfect from the game 4.
He made it.
He made it, 7-8. Boston's still up by 1.
TNT overtime. With TNT round 2 TNT.
He's trying to scare
Back
them.
up a bit.
He's trying to scare them into missing. Oh, he misses! Because Cameron boosts him and scares him so much.
Yeah,
So we
6
would
got
almost
Sixers got a rebound. Oh, and
Embiid
missing
from
a
3,
rebound.
misses it. Simmons with the rebound.
Philadelphia, the top rebounding team in the NBA this season during the regular year.
Oh!
Cameron Johnson.
Attempted to move up to Embiid.
Dunk attempt, and the Celtics end up getting a
By Baines tapping that ball away.
Al Horford backing down.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Saric.
10-7.
10-7, Boston up by 3.
Backs down Saric. Hook shot 2.
8 minutes left in the first quarter.
Horford had a double-double in game 4, but just 6 field goal attempts in that.
Sorry guys, we can't show you the game because of replays.
Oh, that was 3, but no good by Philadelphia.
Horford takes the ball up the court. Oh.
not sure what that was.
Foul on Riddick.
The foul away from the
ringer.com.
Power paint point. Watch this.
Great podcast.
Shoulder to the ring. Now, there you go. Give him a little elbow in the ribs and get up there and shoot it over him. That's what I like to see. Just take that thing to the front of the rim and put it on him. Horford has back-to-back games in these playoffs of 26 points. There's a turnover.
Turnover by the Celtics.
McConnell runs it down.
76ers.
McConnell gives it up. Reddick passes up.
JJ Redick actually takes it to the paint.
And it's good.
And he knocked over
That
the
may
cameraman.
be JJ Redick's first non-3-pointer of the season.
Except he knocked over the cameraman.
Nobody likes Nuke.
If we move hard enough, then we might be able to scare them into missing their shot.
Boston's still up 10-9.
But this isn't home, so they're
Oh, and if we feel hard enough.
Sorry.
3 for Philly. Boston down by 12.
Philadelphia takes their first win of the
There
game.
is 7:30 left in the fourth.
One of those 4 games. But Brett Brown going with McConnell in the starting lineup in game 4, and it worked to their first victory.
Scary carries, holding the ball, takes him to the paint, quick 2. Oh, layup just misses.
He clears. Silva, Dellavedova.
Simmons back in the paint, kicks it up to Saric. Saric to a beat at the end of the 3-point line. Back into Saric. Saric with an easy deuce.
14-10.
Formulas working, absolutely. Nice plays.
If you haven't seen a Beats mask, it's still very, very scary and creepy. He looks like he could be in a horror
Batman.
movie. Or Batman. Like if Batman was like a horrible thing out of the nightmares. Also, the Michelin Man is now on the commercial. Also out of my nightmares. Looks like the State Farm commercial man.
Tires are put to the test every day, everywhere around the world.
The score right now is
Michelin invented the
14-10.
14-10. Boston down by 4.
Okay, you don't need to get to this.
I know. I was just reading the
They want to see how
comments.
handsome he
They
is.
asked what the score was.
Safe when warm.
14-10. Boston down by 4. Philly winning.
Philly cheeseburger.
Chase Knight. We would love to show the game, but every time we attempt to show the game, YouTube, the killjoys that they are, come by and knock the channel down.
For the second time.
Well, we just get a copyright strike. We wouldn't be allowed to live stream
That's just what Oscar Mayer does. With no artificial
And,
preservatives.
yeah.
And he added nitrates or
would have
nitrates.
significantly decreased the views that I
So you
get
can
on my
get back to
channel,
loving
and I
it
would
for
be
the
able to
love
do
of
it
hot
on live
dogs.
stream, so...
Who wants us to show the game?
Where must we go?
Everyone, but
Probably. There's a God of War
We can't.
commercial on right now. I haven't played God of War since PlayStation 2.
The road ahead is long and unforgiving.
Giant.
On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creatures.
oh yeah, you stuck it here.
US gamers.
I have a hot take. Jason Tatum is better than LeBron James. Prove me wrong.
Rated M for mature.
Wait. Take this off.
Yeah, that's good.
Knowing the right ingredients to turn
And also, there's a lot of breakable things up there.
Okay.
the
No
arts
kidding.
of summering.
Put it on Braden's phone. Attach it to Braden's phone.
Yeah, attach it to
I
Braden's
just want to do this.
I cannot stay out of this
Attach it
chocolate.
to the
It is
streamer.
wheat bark, so I would probably hold off from having any more.
What is it?
Yeah.
That is not.
She is big eyes.
And that's why dogs don't drive. I love kids, but sometimes I need a little break. That's why I get
I
the
also
$5
need.
Chalupa
Right now,
I
there's
see.
a commercial
Nick-
about needing a
And
break
all
from
of my
kids.
favorites.
It's a
Chalupa
Taco
Supreme,
Bell commercial.
This is
five-layer
speaking to
burrito,
me.
Crunchy taco.
I want to go to Taco Bell.
Drink. And until
When
I'm
was the
done,
last time-
Who is leading? Thomas.
That sounds awesome.
Philly is leading.
By
Philadelphia is
4
leading by 4 points.
14-10.
My favorite thing about watching basketball is watching it without kids.
Wow.
There's a reason.
Oh gosh, I thought I said that in my head.
Friday. Why, this guy is getting cut out of the will. And why sibling rivalries really exist. There's a reason he's always Employee of the Month. And why no shirt and no shoes is no problem. There's a lot of reasons to be a fan, but only NBAstore.com has all the...
I don't think that would be a very good idea.
It's a 7-0 Philadelphia run as we check in with the third member of our team, Roz Gold on Wood Aid.
Thanks, Brian. People are already talking about the Celtics and 76ers as two teams of the future, and already they're pretty wary of each other. Al Horford told me we played 2 times in the preseason, 4 times in the regular season, 5 times in the playoffs.
Suggesting it don't work.
So much
You'll still be able to see me.
playoffs, the intensity and everything at stake. And everyone's
Celtics has the ball, still 14
exactly what they're running. You just get tired of looking at
Take it home to LSU.
And then the days off between games, right, Roz? It creates a lot.
Jalen Brown kicks in the paint, kicks it out to Horford for a 12-footer misses.
There were 2 people that were slow getting
Simmons
one.
takes it up.
In the game. Sharich again down in the paint. Now Jalen Brown is on.
How much do you know about Dario Saric? Is he actually wanted in Europe? I think he might be
going to block the move here on the block. He and Simmons collided.
Are we sure the only reason he's playing NBA is
As the ball goes in, I mean, he just comes right down the lane. Rozier tries to cut him off. And there's no cutting off that guy. He might be the point guy, but he is 6'10".
It's like a non-shooting foul.
He's a big
Yeah, one thing was
Getting the range of substitution.
Simmons beyond the arc.
Starter up until the
Sorry,
last game.
nice pick and roll.
Simmons spins, fires it.
Oh, a lot of ball movement by the Sixers. Long 2 by Redick misses. Jalen Brown's with the rebound.
Marcus Morris on the
A 3 by Marcus Morris, and it's good.
Terry Rozier with a deep 3.
from behind the arc in these playoffs. He's shooting over 40%.
Sorry, Terry
from
Rozier.
behind the arc in the postseason. Little flip by Simmons.
Simmons quick finger roll in the paint. 16 to 13.
Putting his head down and trying to create something for his team. Get in the paint. The people come in. He's got great vision, but use your size down there. I like
Oh man, ankle breakers on it.
Who's defender? Marcus Morris. Taking on
Marcus
two.
Smart.
Blocked by Simmons. Smart gets it back.
Whoever Smart's defender was just fell down. He ended up picking it up.
Sharik's the rebound. Philadelphia has 12 of their 16 points in the paint thus far. Simmons going back in there.
8 seconds left in the shot clock. Oh, Saric goes to take it. Horford knocks it out of his hands for a steal. Rozier taking it up. Oh, Rozier gets fouled. Taking it to the paint. Saric, I think.
Free throws coming for Terry Rozier.
Yeah, this is what I like about Simmons. He's just going in there. Brown has to get out of the way. It's going to be a foul.
Feel free to like and
And he
subscribe.
just attacks the rim. And then over here on the defense.
I like Anthony. He says score. Go
He's
Celtics.
6'10". He's got good lift. He's a good athlete. Nice blocker on the defense there.
Simmons flows well.
Yeah, let's see if we can get 2 subscribers right now.
Sorry guys, we can't show
We
you.
got 2
If we
subscribers
get
more.
2 subscribers,
I got 2 more. Right now, 100 we will make
And watch them work.
a dunk
Tickets
shot.
today at WNBA.com/tickets. Terry Rozier.
Big Al makes both. Terry Rozier makes both. 15-16.
This is in the way.
Philly up by 1.
Boston will be in the bonus the rest of the way in this first quarter. As once again, Sharich.
Dobson's not that excited about being there now. He's more of a fourth quarter guy.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart called for the foul there. There's Daniel Tice, injured Celtic, wearing the Scary Terry t-shirt. Shane Larkin also in street clothes tonight, and they just keep whittling down that roster for Boston, and yet here they are. Springing freeze, Ben Simmons.
Thank you for 2 more subscribers right now. Yeah, we got 2 more. Okay, I gotta get it done.
And just cut down the middle.
Wait until.
Give me a deep round.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and every 2 subscribers.
Why? Wait, did you actually get
Yeah, we did.
Rises up over Sharich. He's 0 for 2. Covington pulls down the rebound.
Oh man,
Celtics in game 4, but Philadelphia, you've got a sense they found something in that
Okay,
game.
we're gonna do a dunk. Here's an easy one.
I will say that I am very attractive.
Going to work in the paint.
Hey, if you think I'm attractive, feel free to like this video.
No, don't say that.
They're gonna dislike like,
Everybody would like
if
it.
you think he is attractive, dislike this video.
Yeah, you think he's attractive, dislike the video.
If you think he is not attractive, then like the video.
To all the ladies out there watching this video.
Oh, so 14
give me 5
people
likes
think
the
he's
next minute and I'll take
attractive.
my shirt off.
And 6,000 people think he's not attractive. I'm sorry.
And leave it a chance. Every second you wait is a second.
She's your mom.
She tells me that because she's being honest.
And the safety from most parallel parking
Dog
goes
goes
to
The dog's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, do the
Elliot
dog now.
LaPierre from Ames, Iowa.
Okay, so reporter Jim here, back with a news.
Joe here.
So right now it is on commercial
Should I dunk it?
because we haven't been talking about the game.
I'm gonna dunk it.
Please subscribe.
If you want us to show the next game on a phone that has a better camera, like this video.
Basically, and subscribe. You have to do both.
Yep, if you subscribe, then we will.
If you subscribe and tell that you subscribe, we'll probably shout you out.
We'll make this dog do a flip.
Right now there's a Burger King commercial.
We'll give the dog a treat
Would you
and make it
rather
do a
have,
flip.
if you like Burger King,
Seems
where
like
he
a typo.
works, like this video. If you like McDonald's more than Burger King, dislike this video.
Yes.
We'll record the
If you like
results.
Scene 75,
They don't know what Scene 75 is.
who knows the Scene 75 comics?
Shop online at Chewy.com.
Everyone who likes McDonald's, dislike this video.
If you like fast food like this video, that'll make it
At
better.
Chewy.com, you'll always find low prices on your
If
favorite
you know what
brands.
this is, if you're
Prices are
like
You're
us,
as annoyed as by the floss as I am to like this video.
Yes. And subscribe.
I'm sorry. And
Save 20% on your
if you
first
like
order.
us and you
Fast,
don't
free,
like
1 to 2 day shipping.
McDonald's,
Start
I'm
saving today
a
at
cool
Chewy.com.
okay. We don't want to see your other live
Simple
stream
salad,
now.
the best simple salad ever.
Let's block
Heart
him.
healthy California
No,
walnuts.
you can't even do that there, Paul. No.
Why can't
The best
I?
simple veggie dish
I'm
ever.
just kidding.
California walnuts.
Yeah.
The best simple dinner
And by the
ever.
way, you do
Great
comment
tasting,
something
heart
if
healthy
you will
California
report you.
walnuts. So simple,
I'll head over to
So
the computer
good.
and do that during the break.
get the recipes at walnuts.org.
We'll do anything for you with the basketball and the.
Not true. Not true. We will not do anything for you with a basketball.
We are
Not anything.
we are not showing the game
Anything.
because
We will
YouTube
do
won't let
almost
us.
anything with the basketball and the hoop. Okay, we're gonna do a game of mini
3 more
basketball.
subscribers.
That's good.
Comment below. Comment below if you want us to play horse, pig, or knockout. Comment below.
This will be the
Horse, pig, or
I'll go
knockout.
get my jersey.
Light presented by Corona Extra.
Oh wait, I already got
Comment down below.
I got this piece of tape stuck on me and on my fingertips. I got it out.
You're not allowed to block me from seeing games.
Yeah.
Or
But they did factor into the top 7 among the scores, and it has been a complete overhaul. Celtics returned just 4 players from last
And
year's
Kyrie.
team. Kyrie Irving, their top scorer.
Kyrie Irving.
For the season.
76 with a shot, it's no good. 15-18 Philadelphia.
We're sorry. We can't show the game because YouTube won't let
The
us.
screen just went flag, it'll turn back on. The top.
Screen just turned on.
Yeah, I know. But they can hear it.
I'm a tomcat. None of us believe you because that is illegal. I'm sorry, but you can't have the game online. Yeah, we can't have the game online.
We can recreate the game for you.
No, don't do that.
Pretend I'm a basketball hoop and Adrian is Carrie
What
Rozier.
happened? What happened?
Put it in. Look at that.
Celtics are shooting free throws.
Just like
Supposed to jump in his.
Here, be a basketball.
Okay, I'll be a basketball.
Wait, do it again.
Celtics made one of their free
I'm
throws.
basketball too.
Al Horford.
Up there shooting their second on the screen.
Joel Embiid. Get it out of here. Ben Simmons that went in. Weak in the paint.
Screen turned on.
Joel Embiid has
Give him another way.
15-17.
Philadelphia has the ball. Celtics have the ball. They just hold it.
Celtics has ball, Scully going up the line for the 3.
I think it was
2.
a good
Oh, that was a
I've
2.
never heard this. 17-18, Philadelphia leads by 1. It's a close game.
I wonder if they'll put confetti on the floor after the Sixers score now.
That would be game.
Guys, if you want us to play, we're gonna play mini basketball at halftime. And if you want us,
it's no good. Oh!
Beat on the floor.
if you want us to play pig or horse, comment.
Job by McConnell coming over to help him beat after he hits the deck. He's got nowhere to go with this ball. You see Joel Embiid right. Rozier jumps up to put the pressure on him. And thank goodness. McConnell is running over to somebody. I'll let the ball do is see back.
I'm holding the hoop. You guys are gonna do whatever the TV does.
I'm pretty sure everybody's only watching the stream to watch you guys play basketball and look on the hoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Boston gets it easy.
Quiet now because the girls are in bed.
Wait.
On his way in, and a foul. That's going to be on the floor, and it's going to be on Al Horford. Look at the hands by Marcus Smart. Johnson runs it up, and you know Tatum is following that, knowing he's going to throw it in there. And I like this. The Big L's fighting them. Joel Embiid is just determined to get to the front of the rim. He gets fouled on his way there. Playing without the visor on that mask here tonight, which is a lift for him. He was clear before the game. That visor would fog up frequently, would pop off frequently. I think he'll be a lot more comfortable. He's been fighting that mask the entire playoffs. In 10 games, finally in the regular season.
I'm sure we can get arrested for that. Well, you can.
I can?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not you?
Oh, because I'm telling you not to do it. Like this video if you think Dario Saric looks like a child molester. Also, let's stop saying that. This is why I'm a bad influence on my kids. It is 19-20. Philadelphia up by 1. 2.5 minutes left in the first.
And the game is frozen.
Compton with the rebound. Let's see if they go back into Joel Embiid and get another post touch. He had a foul last time he was in there. Ball dancing around the perimeter. Now Covington will rise up and drop short. Marcus Morris with the rebound. Covington really having a tough series here with Boston.
No. Okay, Adrian, let's play basketball. It's paused.
No, let's not. It's not paused. It's just not playing right. I'll tell you what. If anybody says they want to see these two play basketball, well, we watch the game.
Boston is starting
One person says
Comment. Let the kids play basketball if you want us to play basketball. Please. In the next 1 minute. Please. Everyone, please.
Up, it's going in commercial.
Your digestive system has billions of bacteria, but life can throw them off balance. Try Align, the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic. With unique strain that realigns your system.
Comment basketball. Basketball for kids. Comment.
Please comment.
Comment basketball for kids.
Important notice. Hold on, Cameron, back up. If you go to Wendy's, 50-cent Frosties.
Unless you're a piggy bank.
At CarMax, we buy
Play basketball, kids. Yes.
No, that's you.
Yeah.
sports car.
Doesn't count.
Totally not counted.
Permission to come aboard. What about a car that's all? I don't see why not. What about, let's say, I don't know, a purple van with a painting of a wizard.
If you would like to subscribe to
a unicorn sneezing rainbow.
this channel right here, the JHC Tube HC, just click it.
Well, turnabout is fair play, and the Celtics have seen enough of Philadelphia trying to get inside. They said, hey, we'll get it inside there too. Al Horford just basically pushes taking right down and gets a layup. But I'm telling you, in playoff basketball, when you're able to get layups in the half court, It does something to
Don't
you.
play it.
A nice little pass high low down to
Yes. Rebound by Celtics. 3 Celtics. Yeah, like and subscribe if you don't want to see.
Great job getting back right there.
Yeah, he's
presenting an easy basket.
I mean that. Very skinny. Like and subscribe.
Sixers are 7 out of 10 from inside the paint thus far. 14 points. And Embiid hits the first mid-range jumper of the game for the Sixers. He's got a lot of tools in the tool shed. Does Joel Embiid, all-star starting center this year. Yes, he does. Right in the ability to shoot the ball around the floor with the fake. Tatum. Covington went for the steal.
Where else what? You know we're not allowed to show the game. Do you not understand that YouTube won't allow us?
Redick is furious at that point. Not sure why, but McConnell has secured the possession. He and McConnell barking back and forth. There was a moment earlier in this playoff series when Redick, who kind of controls the offense, is the coach on the floor, and McConnell said, "My bad, that was my fault." Not sure about this one as he gets the two-pointer to go. The Smart take it out and beat the quick shot.
Yeah! 25-24, Boston winning by 1.
Followed it in. Good effort though.
But it's filming him
as Morris fouls Ilyasova. Wow. The hand-eye coordination.
The score is 20.
Right now, DJ McConnell's got to hit
24.
Baines way farther up the line than that. He allowed Baines just to run up his back and put it in.
76ers are losing by 1. Boston is winning by 1.
Whatever differences they have.
Boston winning by 1.
A lot of respect for each other.
Yeah,
that's going to happen, Brian. I mean, they're competitive, man. He was... JK wants him to run something.
Yeah, 24 is the first one.
No big deal. Check out Inside Tracks presented by Hulu. Listen in just a moment ago.
Good job. Nice score. Way to go. They're showing President Brad Stevens.
Another free throw for Philadelphia. They missed again. Boston's still up by 1, 25-24.
There's been one phrase we've heard more than any from Brad Stevens. It is that we need to hit singles. Using a baseball term, don't try for the home run every time. Just chip away. No question. Extra pass, simple play.
Left on the shot clock. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds. Shot. 3. No.
Keeps it alive. Right there.
3 seconds.
No shot.
Celtics in the
first quarter here in Game 5. Good start to this one. Philadelphia winner go home mode. Boston tried to close them out and make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
McDonald's new fresh beef quarter pounder has left Susan speechless. So here's Charles Barkley to speak for her.
Wow. This quarter pounder is pretty amazing. It's 100% fresh beef. The cheese is all melty. They didn't even start cooking this thing until I tell them to. I love this burger more than anything else in the world.
I'm right here.
We don't need you.
I'll get to you in a second, knucklehead.
The new, hotter, juicier fresh beef quarter pounder burger. So good, they'll leave you speechless.
That's what's Whoa!
And here comes Shaq, making big and tall even bigger.
Bigger, taller, better than ever. Shaq and Flex says,
Sweet. Man, these guys are awesome.
There were like 90
I cannot lie.
There were 90 something earlier. 68 now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that he's very annoying 71. And is doing all this stuff, so you don't want to watch it.
When you're America's best value,
when he leaves, it'll be a lot better.
We'll probably take showers and shifts tonight.
And I desktop CP pick 4. When you've got all that, who needs balloons?
Who needs a bath tonight?
Yes.
During Kia's America's Best Value Summer Event, get $1,500 on select Sorrento Optima models, plus 0%
If you
APR
would
for
like
66 months.
subscribe, that would be very great. So subscribe and we'll get rid of that kid and you can actually hear the game.
Culture. Blue Dye is not a flavor. Blue Dye is about love, celebration, quality, and hustle. So Rob,
Both
just
kids,
begun.
Taco Cat and the kid
This
with the
time,
red shirt
it's
that's
his
sitting
turn.
right here.
You have 4.3 minutes to yourself. This
So,
calls for a taste
get
of
rid of them
cheesecake.
and you'll be able to hear the game.
Philadelphia cheesecake cups. Rich, creamy cheesecake with real strawberries. Find them with the refrigerated desserts.
A bachelor. And that's how he intended to keep it. Then he met the love of his life, who came with a 3-foot, 2-inch bonus. For this new stepdad, it's promising to care for his daughter as if she's his own. Every way we look out for those we love is an act of mutuality. We can help with the financial ones. Learn more or find an advisor at massmutual.com.
Nail Artisans of Manatee County is the place to be.
I'm just coming here for a mini babies.
Sometimes you gotta do the wrong thing for the right reason. You know I'm your ride or die girl.
Where's your protection?
I'm good. I got my flats on. Is she for real? Sometimes I can't tell.
Claws, new season, Sunday, June 10th on TNT.
Bold, refreshing, and with a boost of dew. Now available in 12 flavors. Grab a Mountain Dew Kickstart and gear up for the NBA playoffs. Mountain Dew Kickstart. It all starts with a kick.
Welcome back to Boston. The NBA playoffs on TNT Eastern Conference semifinals is presented by Hulu. I'm with 76ers head coach Brett Brown. Coach, you had a couple turnovers there. How do you want to see your offense settle in against their scrappy defense?
Well, they're really calling into our perimeter players, and forcing us to be drivers. I hope we handle their perimeter pressure better than we did in the first 30.
I thought you guys wanted to be on the attack. What are the types of drives that are good ones versus the ones that aren't?
Well, when you see Joel Embiid at a post, for example, you don't really want to drive it and crash into it. And, the spacing behind it, you still have to be proactive in getting people off you and backing them up. What you do after that is the read of the play.
Thank you, Coach.
Right on by Coach Brett Brown. I mean, Embiid had a couple post-ups, guys are dribbling into him. You can't give him the ball, but this was a really nice play by Bellinelli. Came off a wide pin down by Joel Embiid on the other side, and then of course, Marcus Smart is going to get into it with somebody. Does it all the time. But a great cut. And one thing, how do we alleviate pressure a lot of times is by cutting hard. If you just sprint, the guys are up in you, and you can create some space for yourself just by cutting hard, which the Sixers are really doing well this first half.
3-point trip down the floor for the Sixers. Marco Bellinelli, who has a ring with the San Antonio Spurs. Bellinelli, a February pickup by the Sixers. He and Ilyasova both coming from Atlanta. Buyout deals for both, and they fit this product very well for Philadelphia this year. Morris, and disrupted there by Embiid. McConnell's got his head up, and he gives it up. Charge will pass it to Embiid, who will fire up a three-pointer. And Morris with the rebound. Maybe Charge should have taken that one.
Yeah, but good extra pass. Got it over to Joel Embiid. There was, those are the threes they want to take. They want to take those transition threes when they're wide open. Oh, goodness,
and somehow Tatum saves it to Baines. Now Morris gets by Sharp, runs into Embiid, and have to alter that shot. Good recovery by J.J. Redick. On the blow-by Tatum, he got a hand on the ball. And what looked like a potential easy layup for Jason Tatum ends up as an empty possession. Cleared out for Embiid, double team comes, and Joel Embiid knocks it down as he hits the deck.
Wow, what a tough shot by Joel Embiid. Great defense by James, but Embiid just so much longer. Just goes over the top with those fast hands and makes a beautiful shot.
Crowd cheering the foul on T.J. McConnell.
Watch this, Brian. He gets it. There's a lot of body contact. He just goes up over the top. Good contest by Baines, but what a beautiful soft touch by Embiid.
Looking at his left ankle. Embiid been nursing a little bit of a shoulder injury in these playoffs as well. Nothing serious, but it's nagging at him a little bit. You see some wincing every now and then. Jaylen Brown gives it up. Baines with the taking on Embiid. Embiid wanted no part of it.
Nice patience by Brown with the ball. Kind of stuck there on that right baseline, and Baines finally moved for him and ended up with the dunk.
Bellinelli sends it into Sharp. Jimmy Ojale trying to put a body on Sharp before he just continues to impress. Almost remaking himself in these playoffs in the last 2 games. Philly's doing it as a team, but Sharp has been at the front of that picture.
Yeah, 7 points already, a beautiful little left-handed hook, and he's spending a lot more time down in that paint than he has in the first few games. That first game, they found a little bit of magic in the first game.
Tatum fouled on his way up. And Jason Tatum, who has 6 consecutive 20-point games in the postseason, will head to the line.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Brown got caught with the ball, and Baines makes a nice cut, bails out his teammate, had nowhere to go with that ball, but great cut by Baines.
A reminder that the NBA playoffs on TNT are brought to you by Tissot, official timekeeper of the NBA, and by America's Navy. It's not where the sea takes you, but who it makes you. Jason Tatum, he has been fantastic. Tatum had 20 points in that loss in Philadelphia on Monday night. 4 assists and beat all the way in. Scores at the rim. He's having a great second quarter here.
Beautiful play with the 4 and 5 man. Sharp making a nice drop pass, bounce pass to Embiid, who's sprinting out that pick and roll. Nice fight between the 2 bigs.
Embiid now with 8 points. Redick on Rozier. And Rozier lets it through.
Makes it!
Terry Rozier. Appreciating the effort from Scary Terry. Those two have had a nice little back and forth in these playoffs. Redick flips it up, gets the bounce.
Nice job by Redick. All that pressure taking away that 3. He just puts his head down the goal. Put your head down the goal.
Brown had 6 quick points in the first quarter. And Brown now with 8. 4 of 5 shooting. Has a couple of rebounds as well. Making an impact in his first start since he was injured in Game 7 against Milwaukee. Embiid knocks it out of mid-range down for the Sixers.
10 points. Yeah, you say don't look now, he's got 10 points. He had a slow start, didn't have any shot, but man, he is lately efficient right now.
Jason Tatum knocks it down. It's hard to see what rookie of these playoffs is having the best postseason. Donovan Mitchell, Ben Simmons averaged a triple-double in that first-round series win against Miami. Tatum's been special as well. He's got the rebound on the miss. Tatum. Taking the foul. And it's good. He chased against the
He's just too big for the corner. He's taking him anywhere he wants right now off the dribble.
12 points for Tatum. Hasn't missed. Back inside. Embiid with Baines on him. And he's got another one. This time from the left side. That mid-range is on point for Joel Embiid.
And he gave the quiet please sign to the Celtics fan. Boy, he got that soft touch.
Tatum again with McConnell on him. And Baines drops it. First miss by Tatum, but Baines is there for the follow. Back and forth they go. Boston 40-39. Shards to put him back on. Tatum down the 3. Timeout on the floor. Brad Stevens calls the timeout, and Shards off and running again.
My daughter's getting married Saturday. Yay! Father of the groom. I can still help you pay for the wedding.
This bad boy's gonna light up the dessert table.
All good here, pal.
Apparently Chris Rock is still alive. Chris Rock is still alive and making...
Introducing the new 2018 Ford F-150 with best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload, and best-in-class torque. The F-150 lineup has the capability to get big things to big places big time. And things just got bigger. F-150 is now MotorTrend's 2018 Truck of the Year. This is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
The $12.99 Papa's Meal Deal presents 12.99 seconds of better play. The $12.99 Papa's Meal Deal. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Now watch this three-pointer. 1. Chocolate milk has nutrients to refuel. 2. Natural protein to rebuild. 3. It's backed by science. I'm Clay Thompson, and I'm built with chocolate milk.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to help save the universe from paying too much on their car insurance.
Hey, there's cake in the break room. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Marvel Studios' Avengers Infinity War in theaters April 27th.
Don't post any
Now,
spoilers
where
for
were we?
Infinity War in the description.
When steak is really this good, you show it in slow-mo.
Slow motion steak.
Get an entree like this, plus starter and Coca-Cola for just $10. Steak included.
Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
The NBA Awards return to TNT. Live from Los Angeles, a night to celebrate the biggest stars of the game. The second annual NBA Awards presented by Kia, June 25th on TNT.
What makes this simple salad the best simple salad ever? Heart-healthy California walnuts. The best simple veggie dish ever? California walnuts. The best simple dinner ever? Great tasting, heart-healthy California walnuts. So simple, so good. Get the recipes at walnuts.org.
Score 42-40, Philadelphia lead, and we are in the second.
Watching this up, getting up and down. Watching this up, getting up and down. Watching this up, getting up and down. I'm watching it go. Watching this up, I'm watching it go. Getting up and down.
Dad, can I get
We are witnessing historically good rookie performances. Lou Alcindor, the year before he became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he's on the list. Donovan Mitchell, 7 consecutive 20-point games. How about the Admiral, David Robinson, 1990. Tatum has 6 in a row. He's trying to join Mitchell and pass David Robinson. Those are some big-time names, and 2 rookies this year performing so well. We saw Jason Tatum on the bench, and he was out of the game as Horford goes to the basket on the setup by Smart. Just to follow up on Tatum, Kevin, it took something, I don't know if it was anti-inflammatory or what, but something's giving him trouble with the left thumb.
Yeah, got hit on the thumb. There's no question of the turnover by Simmons. And Simmons is the biggest call in the backcourt. Yeah, but he got hit, looks like he got hit on his hand. And had the trainer looking at it. Looks very uncomfortable over there. Yeah, probably a couple aspirin is what he's taking. Yeah, so put a couple aspirin and put an ice bag on and get out there, young fella.
Well, and the deeper story is the fact that Boston is so thin in their backcourt anyway. No Shane Larkin tonight. There you see Shane sitting in the street clothes. He's normally their backup point guard. Smart is running the backup point guard now. He's on the floor with Rozier, and Smart is deflected off Ilyasova. That'll stay Boston ball. Yeah, those are 3 of the wounded Celtics. Kyrie Irving and Tice and Shane Larkin, all in black. Gordon Hayward is still in Indianapolis. He's involved in a running, sprinting program, but he's on the comeback trail. Rozier behind the back. Fancy dribbling. Can't get the shot to go. It's usually when Rozier's at his best. Dribbles himself into some big shots. Simmons almost traveled. He did travel. He just didn't call. And now Simmons gets it back. Covington rounds bodies in that corner. And an air ball and a quick putback by Ilyasova. Offensive rebound by Ilyasova and a score. Philly back on top. Nice save by Morris. Great intensity in this matchup here tonight. These players are leaving it out there in this one. Here's Rozier. Covington, too firm off the glass. Ben Simmons gives it up. Covington runs the floor and scores with the left hand.
Nice pass by Simmons. And Covington just kept running on that play. Never gave up on the play. Just kept sprinting down himself a layup for his effort.
A nice piece of defense there, too, by Simmons, preventing Brown from getting to the basket. He goes by a lot of players in the NBA. Smart. Telling Eliana. Smart.
Yes!
Marcus Smart. Really
He takes down that nice spin move, stops, gathers, gets a little bit of body on the back, lays it in, and Smart makes a lot of fantastic defensive plays, and he's a nice player in that low post. They use him down there mostly to pass on that low post, but he just showed right there that he's got a little game, and he can get his own down there.
Three-point trip down the floor. You saw Jason Tatum back on the floor, trying to protect the minutes of Jaylen Brown as best they can. They still would like to keep Brown under 30 if possible. Tatum deflects Allen, knocked it right to his teammate Morris. Marcus Morris throws one up, offensive foul. Been a tough game 5 for Marcus Morris. He's 0 for 6, and now a foul.
Nice defense by Ilyasova. Anticipated him going to his right hand, slid over there and took the charge, and easy call for the officials.
First turnover in the quarter for Boston. Turnover story right now, +4 for Philadelphia. They turned it over 7 times. Redick gives it up. Ilyasova to the hole. Wow, didn't need all that, but gets the offensive board. Can't finish it. He was wide open to go to the basket. I agree. And a foul on Marcus Smart. One thing about that possession that jumps out at you is the fact that J.J. Redick has not yet attempted a three-pointer.
They're smothering him on the perimeter. He can't get free out there to get a three up. Celtics did a great job of taking away J.J. Redick in any three-point attempt.
Smart to the free throw line. Take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. This is the last conference semifinal going right now. 5 teams are left. Friday on ESPN, Celtics and Sixers if it goes to a game 6. Sunday 3:30 on ABC, Sixers Celtics for game 7 if necessary, or game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals as the Cavs would take on the Celtics in that scenario. Monday we're back on TNT, and what a Western Conference Finals that is going to be with Houston and Golden State. Cannot wait. And Simmons again! Right-handed jam. The seas parted for Ben Simmons. He's got a couple of those in this game 5.
Gave him the old okey doke. Looks like he's handing it off and took it to the rim and threw it down. Beautiful move by Simmons.
8 points for Simmons and some tomahawk jams. Morris hits the deck. Fouled by Sharge.
Watch this. This is called the old okey doke. Watch this. Throw it over to him. Yeah, I'm going to hand it off to you. No, I'm not. Sneaky. Nice move by Simmons. I like his aggression right now. He's not going to shoot jump shots. That's not who he is. He's putting his head down. He's getting to the rack. He's cutting hard. He's being ultra efficient. 4 for 5 from the field and just helping his team. And this goes to show, you don't need to be a knockdown shooter if you know how to play basketball to help your team.
Marcus Morris at the line for Boston. And good for him to see one go through. Morris, as Joel Embiid is on, or Saric. Saric will sit with 10 points and 4 rebounds. Did make a 3-point attempt. That's the thing about Philadelphia, and Sixers fans know this well, but this is a team that had great success from behind the arc this year, and a team that shot a lot of threes, a lot of passes per possession as well, and throughout the course of the game. But they've kind of changed how they're going about their business here. They've had to, with their backs up against the wall, 3-0, winning game 4, going back to the same blueprint here in game 5. Embiid didn't roll. And it's a turnover. Here's Rozier. Embiid on the floor, lands on Rozier. That's a lot of weight to absorb. Ooh, right across the back of the legs. Embiid right on top of Terry Rozier.
You see Rozier go in there, Covington fouls him, and then Embiid comes in and kind of lands on him, and that's a lot of man landed on there. But Terry Rozier is a tough customer.
Celtics have found something in Terry Rozier. They saw glimpses of it last year post All-Star break, but not the star level that he's performed at during these playoffs. Filling in for Kyrie Irving. Smart back in the Reddick down. Defends his way in.
Another goal ball by the point guard for the Celtics. Just took him down there and just absolutely overpowered him. And Simmons gets hit in the eye here. And you see him down here. He may be the backup point guard, but look at this. Playing like a power forward. Knock it down, Mr. Smart.
A new team, a new beginning, a new mantle to carry. Will I rise to the challenge?
Why is it so dark in here?
James, we'll never have that again.
Next time.
Well, I'm sorry, we'll never have that's gone. That was the one.
Not all light beers are created equal. One is brewed with more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
People are going wild for Kit Kats.
Give me a break, give me a break. Rip me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Dear foremothers, your society was led by a woman who governed thousands, commanded armies, yielded to no one. When I found you in my DNA, I learned where my strength comes from. My name is Courtney McKinney, and this is my Ancestry DNA story.
Now with 5 times more detail than other DNA tests. Order your kit at AncestryDNA.com.
The Bell Illuminati has something new for the masses. A blend of 3 cheeses melted over seasoned beef, wrapped in a warm tortilla. And it's only $1. It's time to investigate the new $1 triple melt burrito at Taco Bell.
The Cody family has been running jobs for 20 years. Be cool. The time's up.
Meet your father.
Why did you put Jay in charge?
What makes you think Jay's in charge?
Animal Kingdom, new season, Tuesday, May 29th on TNT.
What makes this simple salad the best simple salad ever? Heart-healthy California walnuts. The best simple pasta ever? California walnuts. The best simple dinner ever? Great tasting, heart-healthy California walnuts. So simple, so good. Get the recipes at walnuts.org.
Mom?
Hello, I'm an Idaho potato farmer.
In the freezer?
Want to try new grown in Idaho super crispy frozen fries?
Sure. Hey, these really are super crispy.
Cut from 100% real Idaho potatoes. They bake up crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. Grown in Idaho super crispy fries. Mmm, super crispy. Care for another?
Sure, thanks.
Hey! One of the more interesting side stories. Game 1, Terry Rozier showed up in a Drew Bledsoe jersey after he called Eric Bledsoe of the Bucks Drew Bledsoe. Terry making a name for himself. Drew Bledsoe is in the building. Ross, this has been an interesting little back and forth between these New England athletes.
Yes, I spoke with Drew Bledsoe. He was impressed that Terry knew of the history of Boston sports. He spent 9 years of his career here. He loved the respect of it. He said he just met Terry for the first time before this game, and he told Terry, keep doing your thing. I'm a huge fan, and they plan to meet up after the playoffs.
He had the Drew jersey on. Drew has the Scary Terry T-shirt as well. And you talk about a guy making a name for himself. That is Terry Rozier in these playoffs. Good answer by the Sixers coming out of timeout, and now Boston gets 2 more in the paint from Al Horford. And back to a 3-point Celtics lead, 2:20 remaining in the first half of Game 5. McConnell to Ilyasova, left wide open. Tatum was late to cover. Celtics got a break there as Ilyasova misses. 7 ties, 17 lead changes. The biggest lead in this game either way has been 4. Sixers led by 4. Boston's biggest lead 3. Shake coming up short. Indeed the rebound.
Yeah, I'd like to see them, see if they can get the ball to Joel Embiid here on this possession. Simmons said, heck with that, I'm just going to the ball.
Lost the handle, but able to volleyball it in.
Yeah, was going to shoot it, and he kind of lost it with his left hand and just like tipped it in with his right hand.
It's all going well for Ben Simmons tonight. The rookie has 10 points, 5 rebounds. Mismatch. Smart on Redick. Turns, foul. 2 more free throws for Marcus Smart. Simmons looked like he got clocked on that last drive.
Al Horford's moving his feet here, and at a certain point, he loses the ball. Well, Al kind of gets the ball there, and he kind of loses it. I don't know what he did. He's kind of fumbled it in the hole.
Tip drill.
Yeah, I guess so.
Australian native, played his college ball at LSU, just 1 year, only 21 years of age. Foot injury last year. Ben Simmons' father, Dave, was a great pro in Australia. Actually played for Brett Brown during Brett Brown's coaching days in Australia. Nice symmetry with those 3 individuals, from the father to the son. 1-point game, and a whistle for it. Out of bounds off of Jaylen Brown.
You were talking why J.J. Redick couldn't get a 3 right there. I mean, they are draped on it. Look at this. I mean, Jaylen Brown is just all up into J.J. Redick. He can't get a 3-point shot. They're making him dribble the ball and attack the hole.
Celtics have a foul to give here. With 1:13 left, and there's Simmons again. Can't get this one to go. Closed out quickly by Horford. That was a great reaction by him. Yes. Disrupted that shot by Simmons. Now Brown back and down Redick. You can tell he's got the bullseye on his back right now. That's J.J. Redick. Swinging across. Baines will pull a 3. Baines. Speaking of Aussies.
But he ripped it. Nothing but bottom there for Aaron Baines.
Big man who can shoot. Baines is having a terrific 3-point shooting postseason. Out of character. This Bradley indeed. Here comes Tatum. Speed dribble. Tatum. Foul. Cut it. Right down. Has a point. Simmons gives it to Redick. His first 3-point try. No good. And Sharp knocks it out. Boston ball. What a flurry there in the last few possessions, Kevin.
Up and down. You see drop, drive, and beat comes over. Baines knocks it down with a rainbow 3. And look at Tatum. Look at the speed he has. He's outrunning everybody. Actually, he does get fouled when they play. They just didn't call it. Boy, I tell you, Tatum is one world-class athlete.
Aaron Baines made 3 threes all year. His entire career, which spans 6 years, made 4 3-pointers. Look at the numbers, 4 for 28 in these playoffs. How about a 50% 3-point shooter? I got you that count. I got you on that.
I got nothing I can say to you on that one. You're right.
On analytics, man.
But it still drives me nuts when he's. I love when he's chip dunking around the basket.
American Express halftime report coming your way. EJ, Charles, Kenny, and Shaq. We'll break down this first half. It's been entertaining. Boston by 6. 16-6 run for the Celtics. Shot clock is off. Here to Smart. Gives it up. Rozier lets Covington go by. 3 on the way.
61-52 Boston Celtics up by 1.
Caps off a 19-6 run to end the half. Terry Rozier keeps it alive for the team.
The Met will be hosting its annual ball, and we are going to rob it.
You'd need 20 people.
7 people?
Game on.
I don't do that anymore. It's a big job.
Oh, you mad? Yeah.
Do you want me to set up a meeting?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
$150 million.
Holy crap.
Ocean's 8. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters June 8th.
So Dave here is taking family up to the lake for the weekend, but without the white knuckles this time. Because his new 2018 Ford F-150 has bliss with trailer coverage. It's brainiac smart. Not only does it watch your F-150's blind spots, it's got your trailer covered too. Just another reason why Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck for 41 straight years. This is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
We're live from the Penny Parade, and here comes Shaq, making big and tall even bigger.
Bigger, taller, better than ever. Finally a shirt I can flex in.
Sweet. Man, these guys look awesome.
And have to brush your teeth. Go up and brush.
Shop now, in-store at jcpenney.com. At Burger King, breakfast just got better with the King Savings Menu. You can mix or match 2 breakfast sandwiches for just $4. And you can get a fluffy sausage biscuit for 79 cents. That's 2 great deals on the King Savings Menu. Only at Burger King.
Here's the thing about chemistry. It's hard to force it when it doesn't exist. And impossible to deny what it does.
Why is it so dark in here?
Chemistry.
At Boar's Head, we believe culinary journeys don't always need a passport. So when we crafted our madrasala curry chicken, we did the traveling for you. Masterfully seasoned with layers of Indian spices, then slow roasted for an aromatic fusion of exotic flavor. Taste the vibrance of India. Now at your deli. Madrasala curry chicken, only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Wandering through secret hills and telling stories round the grill. From blazing out on peaceful docks to raging to abandoned rocks. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you.
Close game so
Food
far,
truck
so
food on city nights with neon
feel free to
burning
continue
bright.
watching the
Digging
stream.
for Corona cans and coolers
And don't
full
forget
of
to
ice.
subscribe and like this
Never-ending
video.
summer nights with cold cans of Corona Light. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you now.
It's been a pretty close game so far. I think it's been pretty good for the Celtics. Up here's a halftime
7
report.
times the game's been tied. There have been 17 lead changes.
7 times the game's been tied. 17 lead changes.
19-6 run
Really close.
to close out the second
61-52
quarter. The Boston
Celtics
Celtics
lead.
a win away from moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Lead the Sixers 61-52. Welcome
Celtics
everybody to the American Express halftime
We're definitely
report.
beating them by a decent amount now, but 76ers could definitely come back.
Entertaining first half of basketball.
Yeah, that's been pretty entertaining.
You want to talk about these teammates?
So, Tatum with 14, Baines with 9, and Brown with 8.
One shot, which is what Aaron Baines also missed, and Jaylen Brown. And want me to tell you why, Ernie? Yeah, I want you to tell me why. Because Brad Stevens said, if y'all gonna play these guys out here, T.J. McConnell and J.J. Redick, I'm gonna post Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown
And a
all
great
night
game
long.
so
That's
far.
why Baines got his 3 or 4 wide open shots.
52 to
They have a
61.
game plan. We're gonna attack Redick. We're gonna try attack
Celtics
McConnell.
lead.
So they
So once
can
this
knock
halftime
hard
goes over, we're going to go into the game, into the second half, and we'll see what happens.
It's the first time the Lakers have been in about 4 months on this show. Trust me, it was an oversight. I was wrong. Misspoke. All right.
Comment what you think the better team is, Celtics or Philadelphia. And don't forget to subscribe.
Here in the studio before we take the show on the road for the Western Conference Finals. Anything special planned in your last run? No, I'm going to go and do show the plays because it's really great. But I'm also going to show you how I get into the screen. Oh, because everybody's
Yep, Celtics are winning by 9.
Kelly, as a magician.
You can never show your trick. Don't do that.
It's not a trick.
It is a trick.
People are still going to be wondering.
Kenny, don't do it.
Just take it out of it. Okay.
Kenny, don't do it.
I don't know, Shaq.
So Celtics up by 9. Halftime reports going on.
Turner asked me to show.
No, don't do it.
Okay, well, anyway, who's the president of Turner anyway? Oh, David Lee. Oh, I thought.
Comment, let's see.
Okay, yeah, right. Yeah.
Up.
Anyway.
No,
Let that go. There's a lot of jokes in that, I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. But the one thing that
They're
you
kind
have
of
to
showing
do
some
in
of the
playoff
highlights from the
basketball
game
is
right
go through
now.
the contact. You see the contact by McConnell. You see the contact Tatum here. Freeze it here. This time right here, he goes to the rim, but he goes softly to the rim, and all of a sudden, as he goes in, as we let the play run, he doesn't extend out and go through the contact. Baines gets it. Again, Marcus Smart, go through the contact. And Morris, again, freeze it here. There's contact there that you didn't embrace. You take the shot, tough shot. You got defense around you. You miss it, and they're up to the races. On the other end, you see Embiid. He's fighting, freeze it. He's fighting for position, gets upset, goes on the other side. He
Celtics played really well in the end of the second quarter.
Stop pouting, so he hits the ball.
The third and fourth quarter should be really well for this game, so play back in a sec. Don't leave.
Over the basketball, on the Celtics. But we have it here, and we have again Jason Tatum here. In America, I will expose how I go into the screen. Wait, I'm gonna let you know, seriously. I'm gonna go in.
It helps if you're not wearing socks.
I gotta put my coat in. Hold on.
Are you looking at this, Charles?
I am. That looks almost painful. Now you see how I get here? It's easy, baby. But here's the moment of truth. So you got the rock, and you're gonna see the contact coming. Am I gonna back out of the contact and go and start the play, or I'm gonna go and embrace the contact and go through it? As we run the play, get me out of here. You see, he goes through the contact, and oh, this electrical shock is going through me. I gotta get home.
I tell you what, man, it would make my night one day if we got locked in. Get out.
I'm telling you, man. See, Shaq, you're right. You just gotta go through the electricity sometimes. This is just one of the
props from back.
One of the devices.
One of the neuron microns.
This is a neuron, right? How'd you know it was a neurometer?
Come on, bro. You know that no.
You got 18 doctors. Boston has 61 first half points. They're high in the first half for these playoffs.
We should get ready for some second half action.
Had much success.
You're going to see me over here, yeah.
Early and not as much success.
I thought that
Let's get ready for some second half action. We'll be coming pretty soon.
You and Chuck may be right. Philly's not giving up. They're not quitting. They're getting a lot of points in the paint.
So once the second half starts up, we'll start talking about the scores and what's happening in the game. But for right now, it's a halftime report. So in a bit, we'll be back. Don't worry.
Keep the game close. That's exactly what you want. But let it get away there, right before the half.
So feel free to subscribe to watch other streams and other videos. I have a bunch of top 10 videos and some sports videos. So you should subscribe for that, and mostly the new live streams, but yeah.
They're definitely not playing scared. They're definitely coming to play tonight, Chuck.
Yeah, they're playing very well. But I just like the way Brad Stevens is attacking them. He says, you're going to play these little guys. We're going to make them play. That's why Boston's shooting a great percentage also. But the thing is,
I have a penny here. Comment heads or tails.
You get down to the last 3 to 4 minutes, you're like, uh-oh.
I have what it is.
We got to make smart decisions. And they have not shown they can make smart decisions with the game on the line.
See that.
13 times a team down 3-0 has forced the game 6. That's what trying to do. The Jet.
I am because I am.
Screen. Yes, I knew there would be some kind of crossover.
I mean, they don't know the code.
So it's 52-61. Celtics lead.
We're coming back in a second.
Welcome to the American Express halftime report.
And the halftime report's about to go into break. And then the game should come back.
The powerful backing of American Express. Don't live life without it.
So,
McDonald's new fresh beef quarter pounder is left Jimmy
52-61 Celtics lead, and it's on the ad after the halftime break, so it should go on back onto the game after the commercials.
Every day. And boy, is it juicy. Little Jimmy, don't talk with your mouth.
There's McDonald's commercial on right now.
Juicy fresh beef quarter pounder burgers. So good, they'll leave you speechless. The smoky sweetness of barbecue Lay's tastes like, feels like, bursting with more barbecue flavor. Lay's.
And now there's a commercial for barbecue Lay's.
I'm very proud of the fact that I serve. I was a C-130 mechanic in the Corps, so I'm not happy unless my hands are between running a business and 4 kids. We're busy. Auto insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance policy, knowing that USAA will always have my back. That's just one less thing you have to worry about. I couldn't imagine going anywhere else. They're like a friend of the family. We are the Cochran family, and we will be USAA members for life.
So game should come back on pretty soon. See if we can get one more subscriber.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feeding America.
So 52-61 Celtics lead. Someone just commented V. We still got 41 people watching it. Pretty cool. Now 40. And the game should come back on soon.
Broadcast of the National Basketball Association
yep,
may not
it's
be
about to come back on. I'll be back in a second.
Broadcast or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
You know where we're going to be Monday, don't you, Phil?
Yes, at Willie's.
H-Town.
Chuck, I can't wait to get that. Chuck, that chicken fried steak ribs all.
We have to do that Tuesday on the day off.
No, me and Chuck are doing Chuck.
On Monday, we're playing Monday.
Yeah, Monday night, not Monday afternoon.
Oh,
Chuck, since when you had an argument, Chuck, Willie's on me, big dog. I got you, my brother.
I'm going to whenever Kenny goes into TV all my life.
Oh, get your God camera. So I told you. I gotta put my code in. Yeah, simple.
Where do you get that code, Kenny?
Well, it's a different code every time. You really too much.
That was so heavy. That's the hardest part.
You know what happened?
Okay, so I'm back.
That's the hardest part.
So, more comments, and
Taco Cat is back.
The code changes every like hackers out there.
Adrian, seriously, it's really funny.
You've been watching the American Express Halftime Report. American Express, the official car of the NBA. Here's Pepto-Bismol.
You think mobile means you're free, but you're really not. You're tied to a contract. They say sign here, and you do, and then they've got you. But escaping is easy. In fact, it's simple. Simple Mobile. Truly unlimited high-speed data with nationwide coverage on a lightning-fast 4G LTE network. And no contract, ever. Get truly unlimited 4G LTE data for just $45 a month. Simple Mobile. Out with the old, in with the simple.
Nice SUV. It's a new Buick Enclave. Can fit up to 7 people. Or poodles. He's actually a Golden English Labrador Irish Bernedoodle Retriever. The Enclave can fit up to 7 other Golden English Labrador Irish.
Introducing the all-new Buick Enclave. Tomorrow's SUV for today's family. Current lessees
Switch to Buick and get this low-mileage lease on this 2018 Buick Enclave for around $389 per month.
So you took Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest pizza that has the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price and then stuffed more cheese into the crust?
Yep, it's got 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust.
Huh. Added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. Added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to their pizza. Poor guy. Couldn't wrap his mind around all that cheese. They added.
Got a large Little Caesar's Extra Most Bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza for $9.
Pizza, pizza. Sunday, Joker on a very special Joker's Wife. Aubrey Plaza versus Wiz Khalifa. Pull the lever for the charity of their choice.
Let's do this, baby. You over there playing games, Aubrey. How you gonna get both answers right back? Oh my God, I don't know what it is.
The Joker's Wife, Sunday at 10 on TBS and the app. Auctions.nba.com, your premier source for NBA memorabilia.
The NBA playoffs on TNT. Eastern Conference semifinals presented by Hulu. 9-point Boston lead. Getting ready for this third quarter as we take a look at the game summary presented by Geico. And Kevin, these two teams shot it really well in the first half, but an 8-0 burst at the end of the first half has Boston on top.
Yeah, I thought the free throw, they got to the line 13 times, Philly only got their 7. Philly's just got to keep attacking the basket and being aggressive. I thought they played very well. And then, the Celtics, again, are getting a lot of contributions from different people. And on top here by 9.
Aaron Baines will get the start in this second half for Boston. Now Horford and score over Ben Simmons. Think about this. It was a 1-point game with 1 minute remaining in the first half. And then Baines hit a 3 in the corner. Tatum had the drive. Rozier hits a 3 at the end of the half. And an 8-0 run to Sharp. Looks like he's grabbing at his shoulder. And a foul on Horford. And we're going to take a look at this one.
Picked up and got it out in the air, and I think they called it a 2 originally, but it might be a 3.
Yeah, that's what they're checking here to see whether it is a 2 or a 3. Zach Zarba is over there taking a look at the replay. Let's check in with Ross Gold on Woodley. She's got a report from the Philadelphia locker room. What do you have, Ross?
Well, Brett Brown felt that in that run that the Celtics made, their transition defense by the 76ers was not good enough. And then he talked to me about the 3-point line, to which I said, well, what do you think about the Aaron Baines 3? And he took a big gasp, he rolled his eyes, and he said, well, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's what started that run for Boston. They had a 19-6 run to close out the first half. Aaron Baines in the 3-point shot, and then Aaron Baines is getting a start here in this second half again, and he's been a factor. We saw him in and out of the lineup against Milwaukee. Remember, they started Jimmy Ojale in the Milwaukee series to check Giannis Antetokounmpo, provide a big body on Ojale, and Baines has filled a number of different roles. Defensively, he's been excellent. Suddenly, he's been a 3-point threat, spacing up the floor. Jason Tatum gets 5 shots. And here's Ben Simmons in transition. Simmons hesitates, gives it to Redick. They're trying to get Redick going here. Only 1 3-point attempt. And that was a desperation shot at the end of the half. Jalen Brown on Redick, not giving him any space. Oh, good Euro. And Simmons comes up short. Simmons had an excellent first half. He was 5 for 7 in the first half at 10 points. Brown loses the handle, and Boston turns it over.
Yeah, they're really trying to pick on J.J. Redick in the post. Whoever he's got down there, they're throwing the ball to him and letting him go to work the second time.
Jalen Brown getting the start here tonight. Shane Larkin out. Marcus Smart is a backup point guard role. John finding Simmons. He takes on Baines. Hits the side of back. On the ground it goes. Shouts to Simmons. And the shot clock expires. And Brown furious, waving his hand. He thought there should have been a foul there. A little Aussie contact between Simmons and Baines at the basket.
Yeah, you can wave your hands and call for a lot of fouls, but these referees are letting the play. There's not a lot of fouls being called on either side of the ball.
Horford speeds it down the floor and charge with the steal. Knocks it into the hands of Simmons. Recovered by the Sixers. Sixers will win or go home mode. They're down 3-1 in this series. Redick wide open. The second three-point attempt for J.J. Redick. He's 0 for 2. Brown on the other end. Passed it up. And now Brown up and over Redick. Nice shot. Kind of going away from the basket. Looked like a tough shot. He turned his square to his shoulders and made a tough shot. It's very easy. Easy drilling down here. Boston has 64 players averaging points. It's 3. Gets loose for a long 2. Yeah, he got loose twice in a row now, right? He couldn't shoot these Celtics better than that first half for anything for a long jumper. He got loose these last couple times, so he's not ready. He started taking shots and he gets up the handful. Rozier gets one for Kyle. This is the layup. Right to Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Rozier, no. James keeps it alive. Jump over. Embiid and now Brown knocks down the 3. So we got to get more. Joel Embiid and James playing hard to cover. No question. James does not throw his play ahead. Runs in there. And just works. Joel Embiid throws it out. Brown makes some play with a 3-point.
The reviews are in, and the performance of the year goes to the 2018 Kia Stinger GT. For great offers, visit Kia.com today.
Basically, you can get any 2 of these premium sandwiches for $6. Let's play! What's your deal?
All right, I'm cranking it. For $6, I got a spicy chicken and a Whopper. Jackpot. It's the 2% Mix and Match deal. Now with a new spicy crispy chicken, only at Burger King.
Still nervous about buying a house?
A little. Thought I could de-stress with some Zen gardening.
At least you don't have to worry about homeowners insurance. Just call Geico.
Geico helps with homeowners insurance? Good to know.
Been doing it for years.
That's really good to know. I should clean this up.
I'll get the dustpan.
Behind the golf club?
Get to know Geico and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.
I'm about to do something terrible. I need to build a super team. Don't call it a... We'll be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
You're absolutely right.
I'm going insane. Starting the hurricane, releasing pain. Let's get
Superpowers? You don't have one. I just saw the ad. You're in.
Rated R. Get tickets now. Golden Corral is off the hook with the ultimate lunch, just $6.99 when you buy a drink. Texas barbecue beef, boneless wings, and more. It is on, but it won't last long. The $6.99 ultimate lunch. Your choice rules.
Once there was an organism so small, no one thought much of it at all. People said it just made a mess until ExxonMobil scientists put it to the test. They thought someday it could become fuel and power our cars. Wouldn't that be cool? And that's why ExxonMobil scientists think it's not small at all. Energy lives here.
Testing. Playoffs, baby.
Everybody at NBA TV has playoffs fever.
Defensively, we're locked in.
Hungry. The only thing as good as being there is following it with our team.
He actually got his style from me.
And even though their uniforms have changed, these guys still know what they're talking about.
They had a tough matchup.
There's not a clear-cut number one.
They took a huge step this year.
Watch playoff coverage on NBA TV.
What kind of question is that? Both teams played hard.
The Cleveland Cavaliers await the winner of this series, but the winner of this series will have home court. If there is a Game 6, it'll be on ESPN Friday. 66-56. Boston leads it. Let's check in with Raj. She was in the Boston huddle a moment ago.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown told his teammates, turn it up. They're going to break. I can feel it. Turn it up.
Jaylen Brown has scored the first 5 points in the second half. Remember, he scored 6 of the first 8 in the first half. Simmons hits the basket. Well, he lost the handle, recovered, and scores. Wow. Well done by Ben Simmons. He's got 12. Matches the Philadelphia high scoring. They have 3 players with 12 points. Charge, Embiid, and Simmons. Three-point shooting has been a problem here for Philadelphia, a team that relies on the three-point shot. Tatum fouled on the three-pointer by Simmons, and 3 free throws coming for the rookie from Duke.
Yeah, Simmons comes down the paint, really going hard at the basket, gets cut off, yeah, loses the ball, spins around and makes a right-handed shot, bank shot. Wow, a tough shot. Wow,
does that guy draw a crowd or what? 4
Yes,
Celtics were converging on Simmons, but at 6'10", able to rise up and score.
That's what the Celtics defense is so good, Brian. They all converge the ball. Then they'll give the second, third effort to go out to the shooters. They're one of those accordion teams. They accordion in on the drive, then they just fan out after that. So that's what makes them such a good defensive team.
Tatum gets the chant. He's a rookie. And if Simmons goes to the line, he'll get the chant, not a rookie, even though he is. Simmons with Horford on him, runs into his own man, Redick. Pretty firm contact there as well, Redick. As Embiid trying to lead it for him. He could rattle his cage a little bit. Both he and Simmons, they hit hard on that cross.
Yeah, they really did. And again, Tatum was just all over that play, giving no room at all for the shooter to come on.
Boston trying to close out the Sixers. And Tatum leaves it up. Baines gets it back. Another chance here for Boston. Baines looks around, sees all the room, and shakes Simmons with ease. Aaron Baines. The old up and under. Put it on him, Aaron Baines. Redick for 3. Misses again. Offensive for Saric. He's fouled by Horford. So let's go back here. I want to show you this collision with the teammates, Simmons and Redick.
Yeah.
Redick's always flying, too. He brings a little force.
Yes, he is. And after that, Tatum's up in the passing lane, and you see Embiid trying to lead him and throw it out of bounds.
J.J. Redick signing a 1-year deal here in Philadelphia, 4 years with the Clippers. Got some blood on the arm or hand of Aaron Baines. So they'll take 30 seconds to try to clean this up over here. Art Horn, the athletic trainer.
Watch this now, Brian. This is called the old up and under. I know that move very well. It works, and it works. Great move by Baines there.
Well, Baines has been a factor offensively, Roz, but defensively, his efforts are why he is on the floor for Brad Stevens. He loves this guy.
I was speaking with Al Horford, and he got really excited talking about Aaron Baines. He said, people don't talk about him enough. He's been solid for us all year. Sometimes we go out for steals. He's the guy rim protecting. Even if he gets dunked on, he's the one that always goes up. He called him a very selfless defender, sacrificing his body and always helps the team. Certainly an X factor for the Celtics.
No question. I mean, you're going to get dunked on if you protect the rim. He goes up. He doesn't care. He just gives himself up. He takes charges. He knocks people out of the way. He goes to the offensive glass. He's just another guy in the Celtics team that's just a hard-working, grind-it-out type guy.
And 6 here now. Baines out of Washington State by way of Australia. Former rugby player. 69-60. Philadelphia trying to find their footing again in hostile territory at the Garden in Boston. Horford spins. Horford comes up short. Embiid with a rebound. And now Philadelphia wanting to move it. Simmons finds Redick. Gives it right back. Simmons traveling. Couldn't quite get his steps under him. He had a free run to the rim.
Exactly. He just needed to cut that ball a little bit behind him. He needed to just drop it down, take a quick dribble, and get it back up. But definitely traveling on that.
And is 11 turnovers now for Philadelphia. Simmons has 4. So that'll be Philly ball as Boston turns it over here.
You know, one thing, they haven't got the ball to Joel Embiid at all in the post yet. In this first 5 minutes of this quarter. See if they don't drop it in. Oh, here we go.
Posted up Baines. Tatum with the help. Spins away from it. And a foul. And it goes. A chance at 3 for Joel Embiid. Good call, Kevin. Right on cue. Joel Embiid gets the post touch.
Yeah, he needed to get the ball this possession. Same thing, a little up and under. Got Baines in the air. Threw the same move at Baines and threw the foul. And nice soft touch by Joel Embiid. Good hands by the big fella.
Smart for Tatum. One wrap thumb for another. Smart 6 weeks removed from thumb surgery. Tatum tweaked that left thumb in the first half. And it was attended to in the locker room at halftime. So Smart, the backup point guard now with Larkin out. Brown, 4-3, open, knocks down another one.
Nice pick by Baines on the shift. Brown got through. Good pass by Marcus Smart. Get the ball back to the Joel Embiid, please.
7 points in the quarter for Jaylen Brown. He's got 16. Sharge on the cut, lost the handle. And it'll be Philadelphia ball with 9 on the shot clock. Baines clearing some space here for Jaylen Brown.
And look at this. Marcus Smart comes off. Baines just put some wood on Simmons. Wouldn't let him get around him. And wide open shot for Brown, which he bounced down.
Embiid for 3 with 7 on the clock. Horford the rebound. And a foul on Sharge.
Yeah, Sharge was upset. He drove the ball hard before that. Thought he got fouled. Didn't call it. He and Al Horford are fighting for a rebound, and they call the foul on him. So very frustrated. Interesting substitution here. Anderson's coming into the game. Hasn't played much for Philly here at all. But they're getting a bigger body out there just to try to handle some of these bigger, stronger Celtics guys down in that post.
He can shoot the 3 as well. You saw the very poor 3-point shooting numbers now into 30% in his last few games against the Celtics. Baines goes by Embiid. Oh, Embiid! He blocked it, but the foul, and now a push after the play. And Joel Embiid is going to get hit with one here. You figure that's a team. Easy call right in front of the official, James Capers. And now this crowd is loud again.
He's selling that completely. Nice move by Baines to get there. He draws the foul on him. Yeah, look at Baines, you're way too big and strong to be falling that far back on that push.
Only on the basketball field. Maybe on the soccer pitch. So the technical foul shot is good. And now the personal foul on Embiid that will result in 2 free throws here for Aaron Baines. Down the first, Aaron Baines, 76% free throw shooter. NBA Awards presented by Kia return to TNT on June 25th. Log on to NBA.com/awards right now to vote for the fan awards. This Boston crowd letting Joel Embiid know what they think of him. Aaron Baines has really made an impact here for Boston. 75-63, the Celtics in a closeout game, trying to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals.
There's a lot of reasons to be a fan, but only NBAstore.com has all the gear.
Hulu presents the real announcers of Studio J.
After pregame, I'm having a wine tasting down the hall for my new vineyard. It's very classy, Shaq.
Chuck, you know they call me the Big Classy, right?
They don't call him that.
Liven this party up. Hey! Ho!
So inconsiderate.
Come on, Chuck. NBA TNT is on Hulu. What you doing?
I knew you were gonna mess my party up.
There's gonna be some furniture moving. This scene is rated D for drama. movies, we have the meats.
This is Hal. We've been together since I learned to drive. And it shows. We've been through a lot, literally. But no matter what happens to Hal, he never lets me down. That's a friendship I'll protect. He's okay.
It's important to you, so it's important to us. Let Safe Auto get you a free car insurance quote in just 3 minutes. It could save you 25%.
When we set out to brew a light beer, there came a moment of truth. When we had to choose more taste or fewer calories. We chose both. What are you holding? Miller Lite.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh. My bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
It's on TNT.
Philadelphia, Boston, classic rivalry in the NBA. Embiid didn't like the push after the whistle. And Rozier and Embiid come together.
Too bad it's so sure that you couldn't get to my face.
I know I wouldn't say a damn word if I was down 3-1, but hey, we are different.
It's just Philly-Boston, remember? 20th postseason meeting between these two most all-time iconic franchises in the NBA, and a bunch of new faces as Embiid backs down and scores easily. And that's something that Philadelphia needed here, Kevin. Power move by Joel Embiid. Power paint move there. Just lowered his shoulder, took Baines just to the chart trick and shot over. By the way, you want to talk about two guys that can swap some paint now. That's Marcus Smart and Justin Anderson, about as stout as it gets in the NBA.
Yes. Tell you, there's no giving in either one of those guys. Those guys are both tough, hard-nosed competitors.
We talked a lot about this, Kevin, but you were obviously a big part of this rivalry in the 80s, and it goes way back, even decades before that. But the fact that Philadelphia and Boston, it feels like two franchises that are back and going to be here for a while in the East.
No question. Good young players on both teams. Both organizations set up for the future. So, yeah, these two guys are going to be battling for a lot of years to come.
Jaylen Brown fouling Ben Simmons. Key stretch right here for Philadelphia. They've had some terrific runs. Remember, there was a one-point game with 1 minute left in the half, but then Boston went on an 8-0 run, took a 9-point halftime lead as Aaron Baines will head to the bench, and a nice hand for him.
That's what Brett Brown called that timeout for, Brian. Just to settle everybody down. Hey, we're not getting calls. Don't worry about the referees. Just play hard. Don't give in to the referees or anything. Just keep playing. Well, I tell you, Joel Embiid listened to that. Two moves where he got absolutely to the rim on each one of them. The jump hook, and now he got fouled on the spin move.
You know, a couple of things about that as you see Embiid going to work on Horford. And Brett Brown, remember in game 2, didn't take a timeout with the crowd up. And Embiid did get the ball off it in the third quarter of game 2. That was a game Philly thought they could have and should have stolen here in Boston. Hey, Bleacher Report's animated series Game of Zones is back for the playoffs. Watch Game of Zones every Thursday only on the Bleacher Report app. Joel Embiid, 2 free throws. 8-point game. Boston has the lead and the ball. Sixers trying to get this series back to Philadelphia Friday for Game 6. Teams that fall behind 3-0 in a series, 130 and 0, advancing as Brown goes strong and takes the contact. Got that ball tipped by Simmons on the way up, but just had enough strength and just enough coordination to get that thing up on the board and bank it in. Beautiful move by Jaylen Brown. 18 points. He's only missed one shot, Jaylen Brown, and that was followed with a putback in that possession by Haynes. Tough shot for Simmons. Brown with a rebound. Scoring well, shooting well, and he can fly too as he loses the handle. Little crossover. Had him oohing and awing here at the Garden. What a play. You talk about the future here. Celtics have found something special in this guy.
Yeah, nice defense here. He gets the ball, but he's just got enough lift and enough strength to get that out the glass. Just a beautiful move. This crossover here, he just has to reach in and just foul him on the... Anderson does, just coming in from the weak side, but there's nothing he can do. He went up with evil intent. I think he was going to try to dunk that on Joel Embiid.
Officials are going to go to the monitor here.
I think they're looking at Anderson. I mean, he just came in and tried to make a play on the ball. That's got to be just a two-shot foul.
And Brown on the take to the basket. Anderson coming over to help. James Capers, Tom Washington having a chat. And looking for a hostile act is usually the verge on situations like this. So the foul on Justin Anderson. Nothing more to it.
No. Hostile act. That's a basketball play. He's trying to come over there and just get a hand on the ball, but Brown protects it. Like I said, I think Brown was trying to go up and dunk on Joel Embiid. He had his eyes set on the big fella, taking it to the rack, but got fouled on the way there and gets 2 free throws.
Brown, it looked for a moment there 2 Saturdays ago that Brown might be lost for the entire playoffs the way he went down, a hamstring injury against Milwaukee in Game 7. But he's come back, and give him credit for working back through it. It was a grade 1 strain, the first diagnosis, and then he worked his way back. He was imploring Brad Stevens to put him in, had to clear a number of hurdles with the medical team, and now he's in the starting lineup tonight with Shane Larkin out.
Oh, to be 21 again.
Right.
Heal a lot quicker. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown in his second season, the Georgia native from the Atlanta area, ended up at Cal for a year. 1 out of 2 from the line. And it's Boston by 11. Philadelphia trailing in a winner-go-home game. 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter, and a whistle off the ball. Marcus Smart fouling J.J. Redick. And in the bonus are the Sixers, so Redick, a phenomenal free throw shooter, will go to the line.
Yeah, you're going to see Redick's going to try to set a back screen over here on Al Horford. And, oh boy, I don't know. I can see why Marcus Smart was concerned about that foul. Not much there.
Redick with the make. Let's listen in to Brett Brown in the Philadelphia huddle a moment ago.
We just have to be stronger with the ball. We had way too many turnovers. Right? Stronger with the ball. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's keep going. Don't break up. Come together.
New England native Brett Brown is from Maine, Portland, Maine. Played his college basketball for Rick Pitino at Boston University. Coaching in his first playoff run here. Brown gives it up. Marcus Morris. And Smart keeps it alive right to McConnell. Philadelphia wanting to push it. McConnell with numbers. Gives it up. Shot! And he's half going in. Brown hits the deck. Sharge fouled on the arm. And Sharge will go to the free throw line.
Oh, a nice break there by the Sixers. You had the wings run into the basket. They weren't standing out for the three-point line, excuse me. And McConnell just made a really nice pass to Sharge, who went in strong. So I like sometimes those old-fashioned breaks, Brian, when you run for layups. That works well sometimes.
Those easy baskets are precious, but nothing easy there as Brown makes it a good foul, and Sharge missing the first free throw. It's going to give Robert Covington a chance to check in for Justin Anderson. So Anderson in. to make it a little more physical for his window on the floor. And Saric 1 out of 2. 8-point game. Boston has the lead and the ball. 3:35 left in this third quarter. Morris taking on Embiid, goes to the hole. No. And let's see, that'll be off on Saric. Marcus Morris really having a tough time. He's 0 for 8. But a number of those drives have come against Embiid.
Yeah, he's trying to take it up against the big guy. And, you know, he's attacking the rim, trying to put pressure on the dribble on Embiid, see if he gets a foul. So Marcus Morris, one thing, he won't be deterred by missing a few. He's a scorer. He'll keep shooting it.
A lot of chatter going on. That Smart stepped across the line. And he lost the ball. And so that'll be a turnover for Boston. Yeah, remember, Marcus Morris and Joel Embiid, the two that were jawing. Embiid saying, we're in your head, and Morris was saying 3-0, 3-0. He's got Horford down on the block, and now Horford a foul.
Boy, Joel Embiid just would not. That's 4 fouls on Al Horford. He would not be denied. I mean, he started posting up. He was working hard for that ball.
Ooh, he has turned the corner after that technical. When he pushed Baines, Embiid has been a force down on the block for Philadelphia. That's been their best offense. Game 4, there was a few altercations involving Joel Embiid. This is the one that went viral. Marcus Morris saying 3-0, as in they're up 3-0 in the series at that time. Embiid saying, we're in your head. Sixers won Game 4 to send us back here to Game 5 in Boston. About as entertaining as it gets, Joel Embiid. Yeah, what a great young start in the game. Smart working with Horford. Horford with 4 fouls, backing down Redick. This is a nightmare for Philadelphia, but Horford cannot score. And Philadelphia able to get out of that possession with no points. Here's Saric now for 3, lined up. It's good. Saric, and suddenly the Sixers are right back there. 4-point game. Timeout, Boston.
We had long deployments in Iraq. Really grateful that USA was able to take care of my family while I was overseas serving.
It was my very first car accident. We were hit from behind. I called USAA, and the first thing they asked was, are you okay? They always thank you for your service, which is nice because as a spouse, you serve too.
We're the Hells, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today. Wandering through secret hills and telling stories round the grill. From lazing out on peaceful docks to raging to a band that rocks. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you now. Food truck food on city nights with neon burning bright. Digging for Corona cans in coolers full of ice. Never-ending summer nights with cold cans of Corona Light. You never know just where in life Corona cans might take you now.
Let's take a look at the smooth finish of the game, fueled by Gatorade Flow, and all that action in the paint sets up Saric here in transition for 3, Kevin.
Oh, they like those transition 3s. Philly takes a lot of them. Good shot by Saric, but this all started when Brett Brown called that timeout. And he said, guys, we're falling apart. We're yelling too much to referees. We got to let's hold together. They've been on an 11-4 run since then, and really did a nice job. Nice timeout there by Brett Brown, getting his team back focused. And, hey, 4-point game, and the momentum right now is shifting a little bit in Philly's favor.
They have quieted down this sellout crowd here at TD Garden. Jason Tatum back on the floor. Here's Smart on the attack, kicks it, and a bad pass. Smart turns it over. Smart, the backup point guard here tonight for Stevens. Gives it away. And the Celtics with 6 turnovers this quarter. They take it right back. Smart. And he finds Rozier. 3-pointer up. Embiid with the rebound. Philadelphia can inch closer. Down 4. McConnell sets up Embiid. He's on the move. Horford with 4 fouls. So Embiid draws a double team. And a hot pass out of bounds off of Redick. Right at his feet. He was ready to fire too. Redick was in a perfect slot.
Exactly. Good call. Any kind of pass that was up around his waist or above, he's ready to let that thing go. And you saw with Al Horford having 4 fouls, Tatum came down to double team the post. So that's going to generate some threes for Philly if they have to double team the post. And as we say that, Al Horford sits down and Aaron Baines comes in.
Tatum gets by Covington. And here's Morris now. Pull up 2 is good. He finally hits one. Marcus Morris had been 0 for 8. It's his first make of the game. A little mid-range jump shot. McConnell spins, goes to the hole. Embiid is there. And Embiid takes the contact. He'll go to the line. Offensive rebound and now free throws for the big man, the all-star center, Joel Embiid.
That was all set up because McConnell just got